Okay, he's ready to rock and roll.
We're ready to rock.
And we're ready to rock on. We're off. Josh is here. He is the director of the Horse Prayer Riders. Welcome. You want to introduce yourself real quick to everybody?
My name is Josh. I'm Paiute Shoshone from Nevada. I met Heidi at a World Peace and Prayer Day. I got into this work 2 years back with the horse medicine that we carry as Indigenous people. And the mission and the vision is to reconnect and bring the people back together to find self-love for healing, their mind, body, and spirit, to heal the land, protect the water. We're being attacked by mining for green energy, which is lithium, copper, cobalt. And so we do a horse ride every year to bring that connection back to the native people of the Great Basin lands. And like I said, my dad's Paiute Shoshone from Nevada, Great Basin. My mom, she's indigenous from Central America. We're Mosquito Indian from there.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
So I'm looking forward to working with y'all and making that connection to bring love and light to the land and to the people.
100%. Thank you so much for being here. This is you're in a room with very dedicated people who are doing the work. So thank you so much. Just a quick overview of who's in the room. Lawrence is my co-producer with the Power of Love tour. He has worked with Michael Jackson for 25 years with his studio, Prince, Elvis, Live Aid, all kinds of things. He's amazing. So the Bridge of Hollywood and the grassroots coming together to create the Power of Love so that it actually continues to roll through 2030 and get some strategies in the room. George Cummings is here from Oceans for Peace, Mission Blue, SGG 17 and 14 from the UN. We have Christina, who's handling plant medicine, homelessness, and veterans as well. We have Fidencio, who's helping with the humanitarian corridor infrastructure and builds, as well as full-on tour support for the grassroots touring. JP over here does his water technology to clean the water. You're going to love him. I can't wait.
Energy, technology, all that. Yes, we got a lot of things.
Just learning. Oh, Brandon and Shannon are here. They're working on the food section. Ellis, I forgot to send him the link. So there are food section representatives today helping us to figure out the strategies for the tours and bringing together Farm Aid and all of the different. We got to get on that, by the way. Call me and we'll sort that out for the food section. And then Destiny's in the house as well. She is a young producer who's working on multiple levels of different things. Did I miss anybody? George Rivera is here. I think you heard from, well, he's an engineer and amazing. And Cirque du Soleil. And Jay Curry is here, who's working on the pilgrimage. He's going across the country right now, uniting different communities and working on a directory that we're replacing the old marketplace with and making a new marketplace for the people who actually have stuff we actually want to support, as opposed to things we've been sold or told are the way that we're going to do it. So hallelujah, praise the Lord. My name's Heidi Little. I'm a co-producer with Lawrence of the Power of Love. We came together with Live Aid. Ludwig Nobel is on our team from the Nobel Peace Prize family. And we have all of these lovely people who've come together with the Power of Love to do the thing. 10 years with World with their Children and Youth in Peace theme. United Religions Initiative, North American Partner for the Earth here in the United States. I've been a musician my whole life, a dancer and an actor. I also created social emotional learning and pioneered that and heart-based education with about 5 or 10 other people in the 90s. And I love to train people in heart-based education and move that stuff along. So I love strategy, and I'm going to just get us into the next bit so we can get started here, if everybody's okay with that. I just wanted to give homage to everybody in the room because they're beautiful leaders who have invested a lot of time and energy already into what we're doing. We're Power of Love, grassroots and organizing, meeting major events for a global arising for the peoples, and basically to take care of what we still have left on this earth and preserve it for the future generations. We have been in the point of collecting leaders and artists video introductions. So anyone new in the room, there is a document that Crystalline can send out to you if you want to drop your emails in the chat. We will gather those emails and send you a onboarding document so you can tell us all about yourself and what you do, who you are, how you want to be contacted, and then there's a short video for people to introduce themselves. At this point, we would be really grateful if people did really short ones and just said, my name is Heidi, I live in the United States of America, and I am the power of love. And we're just going to get as many of those snippets as we can from as many people across the planet at this point and put that together into a fun little social experiment. So I can send this document out to people. Oh, that's that. All right, hold on. That's the master link, master list. Integrated circles of action overview. So it's a living, traveling ecosystem that weaves music, education, community activation, and global unity into a series of unforgettable live experiences. Each tour stop activates 5 core circles of action designed to support humanity across generations, cultures, and sectors, creating meaningful, participatory, and supportive. After we leave, they will still be functioning. The idea is to go into these communities, into these cities, activate huge, massive networking systems within the cities, bringing all the people with solutions and tools together, and then also providing the entertainment, education workshops during the day, all of that fun stuff. So the 5 circles of action we've identified are children and youth, focus areas, emotional intelligence, inner guidance, creativity, arts, youth leadership, mental health, safety, and belonging. Family building support circles, strengthening families through connection, communication, and shared tools for resilience, healing, and love-centered living. Community building support circles to cultivate thriving, connected communities through collaboration, mutual aid, cultural exchange, and shared visions. Massive city-to-state, nation, and international networks. We have thousands of major organizations in our network already. Everything from 65,000 grandmothers to 75,000 oceanographers to well over 50,000 humanitarian and environmental organizations, United Religions Initiative, you name it, they're all on board. Financial and technology building circles, that's coming together beautifully right now. We've got a lot of really lovely tech and finance people who are coming to the table and bringing their beautiful solutions and tools. National and international united action circles. There's more to this coming down the pipe on this document down the way. So participation and structure, we've got core facilitators, we've got sponsors and investors, stewards and presenters, educators and practitioners, and community stewards and leaders, and then artists, of course. And then how we integrate is through live concert integration, daily experiences, media and distribution strategies, which we have a huge cross-promotion press release, and the whole thing is around networking and collaborating and sharing the work of each other. Basically, you can think of the Power of Love like a stage that has been built, and all of us will stand united on that stage, and it's going to be beautiful from the way we're all visioning. The experience of a lifetime, sense of belonging, feeling of shared purpose, hope, practical tools for real life change, deep emotional, spiritual resonance. It's not just an event, it's a movement, right? And this goes deeper into what each of those circles are like. So we have 4 different ways we can move through this. One is the pop-up festivals. We come with the bouncy houses and all the different tents and the stage and the lighting, the community kitchens, all of this. I've been co-producing an event with a person here in Texas twice a year for 10 years, and we've had every pitfall and every win you can think of. So we've got a pretty good system, especially with the community kitchens at this point, and how workshops and music work together. So that's exciting. Core objectives are to educate, empower, and entertain. We travel. There's workshops and certifications during the day. There are main stage performances, musicians, dancers, multimedia, photography. We've got some wonderful short films that people have already brought into the Power of Love that are so beautiful. Plant systems, whole systems care, Oceans for Peace, Child Rights Era, food cook-offs, spiritual leaders. Chief Arvo Looking Horse is on the team. He signed a unity document the other day. I have a dream to get them, the Lakota Dakota Nation. Paula has a dream, Chief Looking Horse's partner, to have the White Buffalo School there. And these types of things, this campaign is a huge pay it forward. We can carry up to 50 organizations with us per year on the tour with a branded bracelet campaign and a pay it forward structure for everybody. The vendor communities are going to be exceptional, especially the networking vendor communities where people bring their different projects or different solutions or different tools. Leadership presentations, keynote speakers, and venue logistics. We're looking at 1,000 to 5,000 attendees at these pop-up events. We have potential partnerships with House of Blues or Hard Rock Cafes. We're working on those. They'll be eco-friendly, leave no trace, solar powered, all the latest tech, all the latest stuff. We want to bring it to the people and let them know that there is another way. They're not alone. Marketing and outreach, of course, we go through that. There's a ton of areas for sponsorship and investment opportunities if people want to help in that area. Every area can have a title sponsor and a title investor, whether that's be for the music, for the stage, for the movies, for the food in the community kitchen, for the anything you can think of. I have a whole list. So the operating strategy with the Power of Love is based off of everything we talked about, and then also We the World has been working for 25 years on helping to create understanding that we're moving from I to we. And they've been the most beautiful collaborative organization that I've had the opportunity to work with. There's no ego really about showcasing and highlighting different voices, different projects, different organizations. And that's the heart of what we're doing here, is highlighting people's tools and the solutions they've come up with, highlighting the different strategies that we can put into place to make change, giving people actual tools. So when they leave these events and these experiences, they're equipped with things they never had before. Not only are they equipped with things they never had before, they have a network of support that they've never had as well. So that's all being developed, and it's coming along really nicely. So concept and community as an organizational alignment, onboarding and integration through Power of Love. So all our projects and organizations will go through We the World because they already have been doing that. That's what they've done for 20 years. They're great at it. They keep a lot of good books to understand, and the activation campaigns and strategies that are in the We Power campaign is absolutely beautiful. That's a whole separate doc. I'm going to put all these links for people to be available to look at in their own time. The idea is to be action-based, to uplift, empower, inspire, and educate. Revenue sharing model, sustainable impact. Per year, 50 organizations. Continued Community Alliance.
This is amazing, by the way, Heidi.
Oh, God bless you.
You guys have done so much in so many sectors, so it's impressive.
Thank you. Here we go. There's more. Are you ready? So convention level networking meetings. In every city, we're going to be creating a hub. And we're going to need leadership in those cities to help hold down those hubs. And we've identified, of course, water, food, shelter, health, and education as basic needs, right? The expanded needs would go into clean energy and power systems, safety and community stability, transportation and mobility, economic opportunity and regenerative finance, and environmental stewardship for a healthy planet, yes? So that's what would be covered in a networking meeting. And they would basically be just like when you go to a convention or whatever, right? They would be monthly conventions hosted in different cities, so different people could come to them, different people could speak at them, different people could meet each other, and they will be broadcast so other people can experience as well, different interviews and those types of things that are happening. So the mycelial network, we're thinking of it like the mycelial network. So social community hubs creating the mycelial network while cultivating open source sovereign revolution in art, music, tech, finance, community building, marketplaces, relationships, education, social reform, and our collective future. So it's growing organically in neighborhoods across the world. And the mycelial network is a shared economy where ecosystems flourish without greed. Mycelium grows one cell at a time, but they keep branching in all directions. So art meets music, meets you, meets business, meets networks, meets projects, meets think tank meetings, meets tech sessions and hackathons, and all of it to be love in action. So creating safe and brave space, that's the key. We want to make sure that the containers are safe, sovereign, autonomous, their data's safe, they can't get hacked, and we can deliver strategies across the nation and across the countries so we can move en masse at the same time. So grounding your hub in a physical space, and this is ready to go to send out to anybody that is identified in an interest of being helping hold down the leadership space for their city or their town or their state at this point. Oh, and there's Jay Curry. Get in touch with Jay Curry. Just need Jay Curry. Your email is on there for the directory and your pilgrimage that you're on. Anything, including live music, networking, workshops, pop-up markets, creative commerce. This hub here helps you join the movement, send in your information. Partners we already have. This is not even a list. There's not even an inkling of it really. The core pillars, children and youth. Water, soil, and air, national and international united action, family building and support, community building and support, financial and tech building and support. And then this gets us to the website that we have so far. And here you can apply for a leadership role. Here you can train and get certified in heart-based education. Yes. All right. The next bit is really dear to my heart because I've been in the child rights stuff for 30 years. And it sucks. The United States is the only country on earth that did not ratify the UN Rights of the Child out of 186 countries in 1998. We're working on an action strategy. June is International Children's Month, and we have a platform that runs 365 days a year. So this is already hosted and living on internationalchildrensmonth.com, along with children's choirs internationally, empowerment module opportunities for heart-based education. We're working with 3 different refugee camps in Africa right now. And they're literally sharing the heart-based education with the children there who are traumatized, and so are their parents. So it's wonderful. This is a child rights era to make sure that the children of this planet are protected. I have a personal mission of ending child murder on this planet. And as everybody knows, we got our butts handed to us over the last year. It's disgusting, so I don't need to go into that. This is a whole deck that shows you where child rights started, how they have progressed up until where they stopped. And they stopped in 1998 when Clinton signed it and didn't ratify it. So that means technically there are really no children absolutely protected on this planet right now, which is why they're allowed to do what they've done. So this is a whole thing, along with a whole new play called the Child Rights Era. And we have a goal, because the ratification of that document sits on Congress' desk here in the United States every day, and they pass it up. So we have a goal to get them to ratify it, because then that way we can also identify the things that need to be changed now, but then also just plug up that hole in that bucket. This is what I created over the last 30 years of my life with the Center for Advancement in Social Emotional Learning and the Center for Advancement Heart-Based Ed. We have plug-and-play letters for Americans and international allies to work together in solidarity to get this ratified and to get Congress to do what we need them to do. There are multiple strategies here and an action toolkit, the first 10 actions that you can do, and how to donate. And again, decentralized leadership, host city hubs. This is part of the strategy we'd like to roll out to every city and every country in the world. So this is not just our problem. Because of the hole in the bucket, it's everyone's problem. All the bad guys don't care, because they don't have to care, because the United States didn't care. So we'd like to sort that one out as soon as possible. Have a meeting on Friday with somebody JP introduced me to from the New World Alliance, and we're super excited about that. Thank you, JP.
Yes.
Building up communities. So here's the next bit. So Sovereign Community in a Box is a plan to be able to build communities quickly, smartly, sovereignly, autonomously, and affordably. We have a homeless issue in this country in Canada. We also have an opiate crisis here. So this campaign addresses homelessness and opiate crisis. This is another part of the campaign. Don't mind the graphics. AI is my friend right now. Sovereign smart home communities. These are a great sell for bougie techie people who want to live in a decentralized network of community where they're all working for the same goal. smart hubs, community apps, energy management systems, mesh networks, financial infrastructure that helps keep costs down or actually helps create money for the community. So this is available for people to talk to us about building. This is my personal favorite, the humanitarian corridors. So a few months ago, I saw people burying themselves alive in the Congo, and I couldn't handle it, so I came up with two strategies. One is a new international governing system for the whole planet, and the other is this micro-pilot plan to build humanitarian corridors in war-torn countries and give people a minimum of 200-acre respite where they get access to all their basic needs and then all the latest infrastructure, the best education, the best health and wellness, the best finance, the best tech, the best protection, the best security, the best autonomy and sovereignty. I believe that when we build these things, they will be like a showcase for that country to see how they could really be living. And it's my intention that these communities, these humanitarian corridors, when they're fully built, they'll be in every country and spread through the country and touch borders. And before you know it, I don't know how long it'll take. Some of these things take 30 years, 50 years, 100 years, who knows. But maybe 2 years. That'd be amazing. But they would grow and people would hear about, oh, this is so amazing. They are having health care again. They're having education again. They are having a caring, loving community where people are taking accountability for themselves, their loved ones, their families, each other, the children, the future generations. I want to be a part of that. And it grows across the country and eventually touches borders. And then before you, we've got hopefully heaven on earth. That's my jam. How do you get heaven on earth? You have to do really hard work.
You have to change.
You have to make sure that the people that are with you on this planet are cared for. And you have to dive into the ugliest stuff to know what's wrong with them in order for us to be able to know the solutions. So I've been fortunate enough to have been gifted many people in my life who have had very much hardship. And they've shown me all of the different holes in the systems, where the problems are. I spent 10 years of my life uniting Vancouver, BC, Canada, and Victoria, BC, Canada's healthcare system with their opiate recovery system, with their homelessness system, with their plant medicine system, and we're still behind the bullet. There's still thousands of people without homes, thousands of people without treatment centers, thousands of people without any road to recovery or any help whatsoever. And then today, Trump went ahead and released a strategy to just incarcerate everybody on the street. So I don't know if he realizes he has nowhere to put those people. There's literally no housing for them. So I would like to build homes for everybody and make sure that people are taken care of. So this is a whole plan from a donated warehouse in LA to 200 acres to 5 acres. It doesn't matter. There's a health and wellness center, an education center that's combined. There's a strategy for community housing because 3 months isn't long enough, 6 months isn't long enough. It's more get them into the healing center, get them into the education center, help get them off of whatever it is that's hurting them, get them out into the pods outside of community that have a housing structure. They continue to gain support, reunite with their families, get better. Then there's another phase where they move to next that's beautiful, right? Food forest abundance and skills training and tech is there and all of this jazz. So the whole thing is here down to how much it costs to employ the staff, execute it. We've identified the different systems to clean the water that'll power the places. We have a way to continue to finance the operation through crypto machines till they're not needed anymore, or other things, DAOs. Rachel's got some ideas, JP's got some ideas. A lot of people have ideas. I want to know this. This is the stuff I really want to know is how do we transform poverty? That's the next thing that we're really working on right now is literally. And so Lawrence has Soul Planet, which is do good, get rewarded, social media, which can pay people to do good. which is a wonderful thing, and I think it's going to change everything. Just the one showroom that will prove that it works, this is how much it's going to cost. So I'm not concerned about the price, because I know that ultimately in my world, God is in charge of everything. And as things are coming together, I know I'm here. I know George is here. I know Lawrence is here. I know Rachel's here. JP's here. Josh is here. Susie's here. We are here because of our skills, our medicine, and the way we are in the world. And we are bringing our contributions to this. I also believe there are people who understand finance and business better than I do that can make that part pop too. So we are just getting into the place now. We find it took us, Lawrence, 13 weeks, I think, to finish our document. And we're just now ready to put it in for investors and sponsors and all this stuff. And we've identified the one key sponsor, the investor we would love, because it's good money. They're good people. They've done a good work for 30 years. We love them so much, and we've had great meetings with them.
Awesome.
So we don't want to process people. We want to help them heal, right? And so there's a whole there's multiple documents for people to look at on humanitarian corridors. The healing of the opiate crisis in North America, there's a whole thing. I have way too much experience with all of this. That's why this is here and how we can do it. And I have successfully gotten, as far as I know, the only person in Victoria and Vancouver who successfully came off fentanyl for 7 months. And that was through the use of plant medicine. And now, because of that Congo thing I told you about,
I'd like grandmother ayahuasca to fill that hole.
I love that. All of the plant medicine can be helpful, and all the therapies,
Absolutely.
and all the practitioners, and
Well,
all.
particularly for in-home integration after something like Ibogaine.
I love you. Thank you.
We raise the vibration of the planet, y'all, and we can change the frequency of what they're putting into us through the 5G and all the programs that go in with that, because they're dealing with in alpha, beta, theta, and gamma frequencies through those 5G towers. So we're under the ball right now, but we can change that by changing the water, by transmutating those frequencies to help us instead of harm us.
Totally.
Those are things that are in the wheelhouse right now for humanity, that we can raise the vibration of the entire planet. Water being one of the main ones, right?
Yes. Yep. 100%. And that's why one of our major things next is World Water Day, because we can launch the campaign from World Water Day to World Oceans Day.
Yep.
Almost done. Couple more bits to show you. People's Building Fund is a part of the Power of Love tour, where we are kicking back and helping to create and pay for the things I just showed you. The housing, right? The health and wellness centers, the things other people aren't paying for. We can help fund those things and take care of people. So there's a building fund that builds healing and education centers, decentralized economic systems, training and workshop pathways, anchor investors if we want to go with that whole thing there, decentralized community capital, governance and stewardship. JP, I'd love for you to look at that. It's good. It needs refinement, and I think it can really work. Regenerative technology and funding mechanisms. So that's going to be in the tech team's hands for the most part, along with a QR code where people can donate and support, and sponsorship can support. And there are so many people who just need a little bit of support to get their stuff off the ground. And to build housing for people is amazing. I think that building homes for people and places where they can actually heal. The healing centers have every aspect of healing in it, from physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, you name it, all the different kinds, from Western, Eastern meets energy and universe. People's needs are not being met, or they wouldn't be as sick as they are. We wouldn't be in this position. So the Veterans Task Force is to end murdered and missing women and stop human trafficking. Josh is helping us with that. Thank you, Josh. The Army of Love It is not a militia or a vigilante force. It is a humanitarian protection corps. Veteran-led presence, coordination, and deference, a bridge between tribal leadership, NGOs, families, and authorities. So the idea is we hire veterans and put them at the places where the murdered and missing women are happening the most. It's usually where there's man camps and where there's easily trafficable ways in and out of the reservations and all of that goodness. There's a code of conduct and ethics written up and ready to rock and roll so that people understand how to work together with our First Nations, with our police and sheriffs and Power of Love and the whole thing. 500 veterans a month are released and they have no homes and no housing and no infrastructure and no support. And I've met so many veterans and worked with them over the years that they believed going to war was doing exactly what they wanted to do to protect people and support and uplift them, and then came to find out that they're basically just fighting for oil and earth. So it's very depressing, and there's a huge suicide rate, and we can definitely help. There's veterans communities. Part of this whole community building is building veteran communities as well. But this trafficking and stuff that's happening here, I think it just needs a lot more love and a lot more care, and we can transform it. So there's a code of honor and ethics of how they will be. And Numu, Josh, I would love it if you could take a look at this for me sometime too. And I'll take it to Chief Looking Horse and Paula as well, just to go over it and see if viable. If it sounds.
Look at that. I was supported by Intertribal Council of Nevada last prayer horse ride. And the statement that we were making was a task force that we were creating to protect the women from murder, digital abuse. Yes. Because of the fact of 90% of our lands here in Nevada is being under attack of mining.
Right.
So we're going to be seeing a lot of man camps coming up.
Oh, we don't need more, that's for sure, right? No. Okay. So there's a strategy. I'd love to meet with y'all first before we activate it, of course, right? I'd like counsel just to make sure. So I'm sure we can work together on that. I really appreciate that. Right. And then this is for us, and I was working with this today. So I think it's important, and I've designed modules specifically for community building, safe and brave space guidelines so that we don't fail. And I find that in my classrooms, in my concerts, and in the world, when you walk onto a basketball court, it always feels like great, right? Because it's like, the lines are, floor's nice and shiny, the basket's here. You know what's up, right? You get a team, these are the rules, this is how it works. And I think safe and brave space is important, especially as we grow. And we want people to really understand what they're coming into, right? So let's see what you guys feel about this, and then I'm going to open the floor. I'm finished. So we come from the heart. We stand in service to God, to love, and to all living things. We remember that every human, every child, every elder, every creature, every river, forest, ocean, and sky is sacred. We commit to walk this path with humility, integrity, courage, and compassion. Our core commitments: we serve love first. We place love above egos, service above status, and truth above fear. All that we create is guided by love, wisdom, and reverence for life. We honor all living things. We respect the sanctity of children, families, elders, cultures, animals, water, land, and future generations. We protect life, we protect dignity, we protect the earth. We walk in integrity. Our words, actions, finances, leadership, and relationships are transparent, ethical, and aligned with our highest values. We create safe and brave spaces. We hold spaces of respect, listening, healing, and courageous truth. All are welcomed in dignity. All are treated with care. We honor wisdom keepers and elders. We respect those who have walked before us, who carry knowledge, ceremony, science, art, healing, and lived experience. We serve the children and the future generations. Every decision is measured by its impact on children, families, and the generations yet to come. We protect the sacred trust. We honor intellectual, spiritual, cultural, and creative integrity. We steward resources, teachings, technologies, and partnerships with responsibility and care. We collaborate in unity. We rise together beyond competition, separation, and fear. We choose cooperation, shared leadership, and collective healing to provide solutions and tools for the peoples, all ages, races, and creeds. We walk gently with the earth. We protect water, air, soil, oceans, forests, and all ecosystems as living relatives, not resources. We answer the call to serve. We are here not for power, profit, or recognition. We are here as a collective force for love, healing, justice, peace, and the awakening of humanity. We are committed to raising the vibration of the planet, humanity, and all that we touch. Our sacred promise, we promise to lead with the heart, to listen deeply, to act with courage, to serve with humility, to protect life, to honor God, higher power, spirituality, growth, love, care, and respect, to uplift humanity, to preserve the earth, to safeguard the children, and to walk in love. And I just want to thank everybody for their time, care, and attention in listening to the things that you've heard. They come from a long life of experiences, and I know we all have many of those to share. I look forward to collaborating, to understanding more, to working on any particular documents that you feel need some revision, need some other places that have spaces for more to come in. And so thank you. I love you.
Beautiful.
And available.
Very nice. Lots of
Thanks,
work.
guys.
Thank you.
JP, I got a question for you.
Hold on.
Sure.
Do you think that we could use AI to use a drone or drones so that we can chase the airplanes that are dropping off chemtrails and scooping
Oh,
up
jeez.
scooping up the chemicals and converting them into water or whatever, the air scrubber for the planet?
And we have those technologies already in motion, y'all. There's atmospheric water generators. Obviously, the air is so polluted right now with all these heavy metals and things and nanotechnology that they've been spraying in the skies. It's bombarding everything. It's getting into the animals. It's getting into our plants, agriculture. It's a serious problem, but there is a way. The Mother Earth is very adamant about natural solutions, right?
Huh.
So we have microbial solutions that are made from the earth. They're biodynamic, and we bring in advanced technologies like magnetic fields and zero point energy fields to look at water treatment a different way in transmutating toxins through a quantum technology, right? And then we see that water has a memory. Dr. Emoto's research, upon many others that have come before us, we figured out how to wipe that conscious memory and reprogram the water to health, vitality, and custom tailor it to people's health. And that heals the planet, right? We heal the water, we heal the planet. And that's why I'm so trained in the ocean and George's work that he's been doing for many years. And now we have the solutions, y'all. Let's get them out there. We have a global stage right now, y'all, to get these technologies forward and change humanity forever. Right now is the time.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah. So JP,
All right, guys.
JP, to what extent do we have the technology to terraform the planet? Since that does sound like it's part of it.
Absolutely. And we have in the NWA, the New World Alliances, we have people from the Space Force that are in there. I've talked with them extensively. We've already been doing this, y'all. The general public doesn't know that, right? But we're on a fast-tracked highway right now. And unless our group gets it out to the world, we can raise the vibration and fast track humanity to a whole nother level right this second. And it's happening within months with AI and our abilities to move things faster than we ever have before, right?
And JP, I would love to speak with you. I'm on the East Coast, so I'm about an hour north of Boston. I'm in New Hampshire.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm in Oklahoma right now, but we're in Central Time Zone. So whenever I can do anything for any of y'all, we have over 200 disruptive technologies that we're bringing forth to the world.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
what a better
Beautiful.
stage to do it than through music that is the
Yes.
universal love language,
Yes.
and our media that is truth, and we empower the people. It will change everything, y'all. And I'm very excited and honored to be a part of this group. And it's all of our life's missions coming together as one in
Exactly.
unity. And
Exactly
that's the
right.
key.
As soon as
Right.
we can get the download from you, JP, you know what I mean, and have that conversation about all the different things, I'm going to ask Lawrence to speak next about the mega concerts to just remind everybody of those focuses as well, because we're getting
Perfect.
ready to do this collaborative press release.
Perfect.
It would be best to identify, we need to build out the solutions and tools section on the website. I did not show that to you guys yet. Ash is working on a new one right now. So the one that I would be showing you has just all the ideas are there and whatever, but Ash is making a new one. So Lawrence, can you pick up the stuff that I did not cover, please, to just let people know that aspect as well. I just went through the nuts and bolts of a lot of strategies that are going to help people, and that's what the tour is about, solutions and tools, right? We want to bring all the
Foundation,
solutions
yeah.
and tools that we can. That takes a database. Jay's got the directories. He's still on here. I don't think he's on here anymore.
By the way, y'all, we have the data centers that are
Yes.
10 years ahead
Yeah.
of any other country right here in our group.
Yes, and we had an amazing meeting last week.
Yeah.
JP has identified the system we need to power that we can use to power the communities we're building, to power the
All off grid, y'all.
even huge
Beautiful.
mega concerts, Lawrence.
Thank you
Fully
so
off
much.
grid.
That's awesome, man. Yeah,
Yep,
we
and then the
definitely
data
wanna-
centers are exactly what we need because they populate when they're asked the right question and then go away. So no one can just snag your data and your
It's not a Palantir Oracle system. It's completely sovereign and
Woo, yeah.
outside of the internet completely.
it's
Beautiful.
amazing. So
Yeah.
we legit have the stuff that is needed.
fantastic.
Lawrence,
It's here right now. Yes, for everyone.
Lawrence, I'm going to give you the floor, love.
Okay,
Thank you.
sweetie. Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Thank you,
JP.
Heidi. That was amazing. And
Yes.
thank you, JP, for sure. Because those things, you and I should talk about some comparative notes on some other things I'm aware of. And between us, we've got, I'm sure, all the technologies to really raise the vibration instantly, actually, in certain ways. So that brings me to the concerts. So the big concerts, of course, Artie Kornfeld and Rick Lukens of Live. You know, they just signed along with Nobel and Heidi and me and George and Crystal Lynn and others in the team. People are, of course, are not on here as well. It's fantastic. It's going to go out as a press release to the world with all those organizations in tow. It'll be a joint press release. So when this finally comes out in a week or two, or wherever it happens to be, it's going to be everywhere, I believe, because we're going to, and then, you know, start getting some celebs involved, and we'll start. Everything to me is a sequence and a phase, right? We've now finally hit, as of today, the phase that we wanted to hit that Heidi and I started, which is, what do you think, 10 weeks ago?
I think it was 12 weeks now.
12 weeks. So we started about 12 weeks ago from a standing start, and then we began to realize, wait a minute, we could do all this together. We could bring everybody together. We could then co-promote everyone throughout the year together. And everybody said yes. I was like, oh, let's go, man. So we hit that mark. It's signed. It's ready to go out to press, and it's signed to go out to Sri Sri Ravi Shankar of the Art of Living, that already, God bless him, came up and said, hey, if you want to get all the money you want, just go to Art of Living. And then we went to Art of Living, and they were like, sounds great, send it. So we're popping that off hopefully tomorrow, which would be fantastic. And so on the Live Aid side of things, we already have apparently 5 stadiums. A couple of them are already stocked with artists ready to go. The one in Nashville, it's ready to go. It's papered up, sponsors, artists, the whole thing, the stadium for July 4th. And we're simply dropping cameras in on different places, really, that are already going, right? And then the other ones that are not going yet, we've got those in Los Angeles, of course, and several other places in the United States and in the world. And thank you, Finn. Finn is going to be what I just said to you, and also the guys who'll be building our stage, who are master builders. Everyone from Pink Floyd stages to Taylor Swift. Everybody in the middle. Right now, he's on tour with Billie Eilish and a whole bunch of other artists. When he gets back, they're going to start building our stage. You'll be working with them closely, and there'll be a lot of fun, Finn. Mhm. All right. So anyway, that's what's going on the big scale, and of course. I always saw it as a ramp up. So 12 weeks ago, Heidi is our timekeeper. So 12 weeks ago, it's amazing. It does have a feel of Live Aid because Live Aid was put together from a standing start in a very short amount of time. And this is a similar thing, but this is way bigger, honestly. So it's beginning and gets bigger and bigger. And then once it reaches the zenith of the Live Aid stuff, the foundation stones that we're going to build with our mutual tech, right? Other people have empathy algorithms like Julie Caitlin Brown. Thank God for her as well. She's coming in with people that she handles like Jason Momoa on down, right? And she's also delivering a tent. Oh, up here, and we should mention, by the way, up here is overlooking all of Silicon Valley from up in the mountains on what started out as 20 acres of land. How many days have we been here? 6 days. So in less than a week, it's swelled up to 3,000 acres or something. Neighbors and growing. So it's just
The whole mountain soon.
the whole mountain. Hey, at this rate, it's anything's possible. So all the people and all the neighbors have said, let's go. And these are the people who built Silicon Valley before there was a Silicon Valley. These are some of the powers on Earth up here. And the good thing is down below is people we need to engage in to change the subject. But Soul Planet and the other thing I heard about today with JP and algorithms from Julie Caitlin Brown as well, we converge all that together. I don't care what it's called. Maybe it should just be called the Power of Love app. You know what I mean? Anyone want to vote now? Anyway, but all right, I think that won. Cool. All right, so the Power of Love app, and then it's brand uniformity, right? It's a perfect thing, and then we all go forward from there, and that's the foundation daily stone that people come back to, a loving, caring social media, right? And it's do good, get rewarded. And all you have to do good is press a couple of buttons, brand yourself with brands that we care about, that we curate. You get a piece of that rev share, direct from the sponsor through us, and then a certain percentage, a nice percentage, goes to charities. Doing good, you're getting rewarded. It's a universal basic
Love
income
it.
model, begins to build up everything. And that is so between these two hemispheres, I guess you say, of everyone on the call and all the other people who are not on the call, I think we got it. We're gonna give it our best shot. So Heidi, back to you. I think by the way, I apologize for me being the lounge lizard apparently of Silicon Valley up here, sitting here. But my stuff is all down in LA. My cameras, my 4K cameras, and everything like that. Beautiful 70-inch screen over here. I love that. But so when that gets up here, it'll get in a much more professional way. And we'll have multiple cameras. We decided to start doing behind the scenes here because why not capture all that's going on in the house there? And I'm thinking the same thing for Texas. Heidi, maybe we can start doing that too, behind the scenes of the making of and all that like that. So
The story deserves to be told, Lawrence.
Definitely.
It does. We
well,
are the creators
I'm
of the
being videoed so to
new
speak,
world,
but
right?
I
exactly,
definitely
we
agree
are,
with
we
that.
have the
Definitely agree.
solutions, 100%, man.
So if not us, then who?
Yeah.
And we've got the opportunities, we've got the spaces, we've got the tech, we've got the AI behind it. Everything comes together right now with us.
Yep.
So
We got the humanitarian solutions, health and mental health solutions.
I love all of y'all. Thank you.
I love you all too.
Yeah.
I can't wait to give actually every one of you a big hug and thank you for being part of the
Same.
power of love, because the power of love says it all. I'm actually thinking about getting what a certain person who wrote that song lives around here. I'm gonna find him anyway. But also there's a sung by Yes, it's the rhythm of love. I want John Anderson to sing just the power of love. And maybe it becomes a little interstitial in between different things, announce stuff. So I'm also thinking, I'm wearing all those creative hats, which I love, but business first. So here we are doing the biz.
Okay. So the next thing we got to work on is International Women's Day, March 8th. Hi, Josh. And World Water Day, March 22, which will roll us right into Earth Day, April 22. So we have events. Lawrence is going to help with the booking of the tour with a setup with the Hard Rock Cafe or the House of Blues people, and then we've got the pop-up stuff and the inclusion. So please keep bringing your people who have solutions and tools, who have a care and a heart to move this thing forward.
Thank you. And that was very beautiful, Heidi. Thanks so much for walking us through all of your amazing work that you've been doing. That was lovely to hear it just read from you. I read through it already, but it was nice to hear it from you, the writer.
Awesome.
So with that, we're looking for people all around the world. So I put in the comments below a link. If anyone can click on that, and if you have friends anywhere in the world in different countries, we're trying to get a representative from every country. So you can put their name, how to contact them, and if you can go ahead and contact them and see if they'd like to be a representative of that country. There's also a spot for representatives of the gay communities, of the elderly community. So we want to have doctors, lawyers, taxi drivers, someone of every kind of group and every race and every tribe and every place around the world, one person that can represent each group of people in each location around the world. So I'm working on that right now. If you could click on the link, and then just for now, I've just started filling out the people that I know. If you can put people that are inspirational that have a really big following, that would be great too. People that are like, oh, this is a great leader of that part of the world. If you guys could pop them in there and then eventually contact them. There's a little spot to mark. I've contacted them, they've agreed. And then we're going to work on doing a little video of each one of them saying, I'm from France and I'm united through the power of love. And then we're going to put a video together, and then probably in the future we'll get them more involved with giving us locations for that country or locations for different events with each group and stuff like that. So if y'all could take a look at it, just go through and just pop in. If you know somebody, I got someone from France, that would be great. And just go ahead and pop them in there and then start contacting them. We'd love to get this together as soon as possible. So the more countries and the more different kinds of people we can get together, the more united and connected we can start becoming around the world. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Crystalline. And our work with Me the World will be really helpful for this. As soon as we get a press release, right, Lawrence, we need to put that call to action. Josh, can you take a note, or Crystalline take a note to make sure that in the press release, the joint one we do with the world, because we have thousands of organizations across the planet that we work with already. This is not going to be a hard ask. It's going to be easy. We just have to get the word out. So, you guys, we're at the phase right now where we're ready to pull the gun. We're off.
I want to jump in real quick. I just want to reiterate that NWA, the New World Alliances, has ambassadors all over the world, y'all. They have a presence at the UN. They have a voice at the UN. And they have a pathway to sovereignty, y'all, for all humanity. So there's sovereign wealth funds behind them in the trillions of dollars that everybody's this elusive sovereign wealth funds. Where are they? Well, we verified these accounts, so they're real. And when we bring these ambassadors, global ambassadors, and sovereignty into the system, it opens up peace and trade treaties with governments, with peoples, tribal nations, all these things to fast track the movement that we're all trying to get to, right? Which is becoming creators again and not being under the thumb, right? So that's where we've all been. We want to get out of that system. Let's get back to the basics of human rights.
Yes.
And holding those accountable that are not adhering to our basic human rights as human beings on this planet. So, right?
There are 8 billion of us on this planet.
Exactly.
And
And we got a pack.
20% are
So
children that have
let's
no
go.
voice, right?
All right.
So it's our responsibility to make sure we stand for them and the earth and all of the sentient beings on this planet that don't have the voices that can be heard in the systems. So the idea is we launch strategies that are en masse strategy documents. Inside of the documents you saw are more documents today that I read you. And inside of those documents are documents to hold leadership accountable based off of taking care of our children, youth, and our planet, air, soil, and water. It's very simple and it's not difficult. It just needs to be done in a strategic fashion where everybody moves at the same time for the same thing. Coordinated planetary effort for humanity. Where we're headed, and that's what we're doing. And it's a beautiful thing, and we all are. Thank you, JP. The New World Alliance, we probably should. I came to your Zoom room to meet y'all. Bring them here
Next week, I'll bring Brendan and Space Force and all the people that are involved with the New World Alliances, y'all, and we'll show a pathway to sovereignty for all of humanity.
Great, let's go. We want tools that are going to work. We're in active discovery and collaboration mode.
And recognized by every government in the entire world.
Let's just say something to this too. I love your message. George has had his hand up. Christina's had her hand up. Who's going first? And we're wrapping it up in about 5.5 minutes tops.
This is real small. You had 2 number 10s.
On where?
You've been busy. That's not a mistake.
Miracle.
I think that's it. The new video.
Heidi, you are a true rock star, let me tell you.
Where's our timekeeper? All right, so back to now. My question was.
We're going to lose Christina.
No, I'm trying. I am trying.
Lawrence.
He looks like it doesn't show a muted mic.
That's a comfortable couch.
Coming in and out.
I think he's still with us.
Well, it's hard to say.
Okay, he's ready to rock and roll.
We're ready to rock on.
We're ready to rock on. Oh, we're off.
So that's the idea.
Well, thanks. Hey, everybody. My background is federal programs with regards to chronic homelessness and research on PTSD and war-damaged U.S. veterans and trauma in general. I worked social services at the CRRC for the VA's response to chronic homelessness and ran buildings full of social services. And none of that worked. You got to know to go where the homeless are and set up services there, resources where they are. And I learned a lot over my federal career about substance abuse, homelessness, and the effects of trauma, whether military or sexual or whatever. And I developed the Iovine line, which is an ayahuasca innovation, using Just Grandmother ayahuasca copy vine to help balance feelings of emotional turmoil or spiritual ascension. And it really works for substance abuse stuff. And my history as a combat vet turned medicine woman when these innovations were downloaded to me during my own ayahuasca ceremony for PTSD. And just thrilled to have all of you in a network and soon to be friend as a combat veteran, as a medic, United States Navy corpsman. I know that the frequency of the individuals here are adept at overcoming obstacles and circumventing the enemy with regards to this continued assault on who we are as souls and organisms and attachments of this planet, guardians and safekeepers of this planet, and how we can improve. And it starts with us. Any kind of transformation starts from within, and to unify all this incredible knowledge, it really is inspiring. It inspires me to keep moving and to keep sending medicine to those who need it.
Thank you so much about that, Christina. And I just want to bring everybody's vision. Just keep your eye on the prize, right? super beautiful big concerts that have a lot of lovely stars that can get all these solutions and tools that we have out to the people really easy, really quickly throughout the shows, throughout the time we're together. Then the tour just bopping along, activating the spaces and the things. All that content's going out to the world. The world's bopping and rocking with the strategies, and there you go. It's really simple. It's just needed organization and strategies identified. We have it. We know what we're doing. We know how it works. We're going to try it. We'll have to make adjustments while we roll along, and that's great, right? But we're doing it together. So, Christina, thank you.
I did secure the patent for the U.S. The ayahuasca copy mine patent for the
Yeah,
U.S.
you did.
So it's going to be a pretty beautiful thing, sharing the love with the most amazing biohack that is as ancient as she is cutting edge, the ayahuasca copy vine, and her reverence being introduced to the American marketplace. We're very excited, and to share the love would be an understatement.
Awesome. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you.
All right.
Hallelujah.
I wanted to make a little clarification to George, if that's all right. George, I want to let you know that I always said July 4th for the big stadiums. That's when we have stadiums around the world. We already have like 5 of them, including Nashville. For the Water Day, well, first of all, let me back up to the Super Bowl and the Olympics. We are definitely going to have something up here, and we are planning that to happen. So as soon as we have a few more days here planning things out for that, we are planning to have a big shindig up here. I'm going to be talking to Jimmy Bell and others about what can we do up here, and we'll do something. And so we will broadcast that and hopefully have a bunch of cameras up here for that. We'll have a bunch of cameras up here. We're going to use Minicam and a switcher, and Josh can probably run that for us. And that way, all over the place, you'll have all of these different views. We'll have everything from, well, what's written in there, the per tent. I love that. And then, high tea time with Merrill and all these wonderful events up here and singing bowls. And it's going to be really beautiful. So we are going to do something in honor of the Olympics, which is on the Super Bowl.
Yay.
And for you and Mr. Steinberg and everybody else. And get ready, guys.
Oh,
Amazing.
Hey, let us help with that too, Joshua, because we like the groups that we're working with have AI that's out of this world, right? You got swarms of digital assistants, digital twins, all these things working simultaneously to create. We just got to feed them the data. That's it.
I agree. In
So
fact, we were talking to a company called
beautiful.
Art, whatever it was. Heidi found it. And so between all these different techniques of grabbing the millions of people's attention, separate from the press release and all the organizations releasing to the press all at once. I welcome that, brother. Bring it on. Let's go.
It's a beautiful thing. We're on a roller coaster right now. We're actually on a maglev train that's doing 1,700 miles an hour.
Keep your
You're on it or you're
No,
off of it.
we're on it, and we're actually going up for a while, and we're just about to go to the part where it goes down really, really fast. So get ready; it's going to be a blast.
Everybody throw their hands up.
I like
and
that.
grab other people and bring them on while we're on our way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
In closing, I want to thank you all for your beauty and your grace. I know there's more questions. There's more stuff we need to take care of. I get it. Please feel free to reach out to me. Book an hour with me so we can answer questions, onboard different things that need to be onboarded, do the thing. I'm happy to serve. And Lawrence, do you want to finish us up in a prayer, please? Container.
Actually, I wanted to turn that over to.
Oh, beautiful people. I love you guys. Thank you for sharing all the things you've shared. So I just wanted to share this prayer that I've held with me for a long time that's helped me through some pretty rough situations in my head. It's from the St. Francis of Assisi. It's called A Simple Prayer. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is discord, harmony. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O divine master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in the giving that we receive, and it is in the pardoning that we are pardoned, in dying that we are born to eternal life. Amen.